Kawhi Leonard.
Oh.
Mark Ziegler of the San Diego Union Tribune reports, quote, someone who knows Leonard as well as anybody told him Kawhi is going to fall in love with Toronto. It's going to happen. He's not going to leave, end quote. Bomani, do you trust that this anonymous Kawhi source will be right about that love?
Now, I need him to put a name on it, because who the hell knows Kawhi Leonard? I'm just trying to figure this out.
Uncle Dennis?
I say, who is he? Because it ain't Uncle Dennis. This doesn't sound like it's the Uncle Dennis quote. Maybe it's somebody from or maybe it's Steve Fisher, maybe somebody from high school. Who knows
San
where
Diego
it is?
somewhere.
But I need to know who it is that claims to have an insight on Kawhi, because I don't know what to say about anything when it comes to Kawhi, because I don't know anything about this dude. I will say this, though. He has demonstrated he doesn't need that much attention. That at least appears to be the case. Toronto might be good for him in that regard. It could be a place that I like Toronto. I could see him liking it. I just want to know who's so sure.
Mark Ziegler of the San Diego Union Tribune buried the lead in that story. When I read it, there was a line in there that actually gave away the game, perhaps. He said that Kawhi Leonard likes to listen to Drake. That seems like a major personality characteristic that would bode well for the thing that he's describing, which is falling in love with Toronto. If he's a Drake stan, this is great news for the Raptors. Great news.
I don't know if you've heard of this thing, Pablo, but it's called Spotify. There's one called like Apple Music and one called Tidal. You can listen to Drake anywhere in the world. Anywhere you go. You can listen to Drake any place you go. Like, I don't feel like if Kawhi Leonard gets off the plane and he's like, wow, the land where Drake was born, then we really don't know this dude.
We don't. And I would say, speaking of geographic location and its importance, I also looked up, if in fact he finds Toronto a little bit too slow for his tastes, how long it takes to get to where we are in New York City by private jet. 45 minutes.
Yeah.
45 minutes. That is Brooklyn to New York to Manhattan. Every day is a daily commute.
But Toronto ain't slow when he's leaving San Diego, which means he may get to Toronto and think it's Paris, right? Let's be clear about this. But this is the most interesting thing to me that has happened thus far. Here is Kawhi Leonard. Do you know who the guy is on the left, by the way?
I don't, but
okay,
he's
that's Masai Ujiri.
Yes,
I don't know who that dude is. And that's Kawhi Leonard, with the closest thing that we've ever seen to a smile from him. And I would also like to note, this appeared to be his first day in Toronto, and he did not bother to call the braid lady and be like, can you tighten me up a little bit? He's like, no, I get my braids done on the first of every month.
I feel like Toronto has to have a person ready for that job, right? There should be like a derby to do Kawhi's braids.
Why would there be a derby for somebody who doesn't want the derby to be won? He just doesn't care. He looks like he does it himself.